guys, I am Amber and I am from Can't Help But Create. I'm glad that you made it over here to my YouTube channel. Normally I have the camera flipped and you can usually see my planner, which I am going to do in a few minutes, but I wanted to first of all tell you all about this new planner method that I discovered probably about 2 weeks ago, and it has completely changed the way I'm planning. It's crazy. I've always been one of those girls, and I may go back to this, I don't know, but right now in this current state, I feel like I have finally found a planning system that actually works for me. I've always been one of those girls that like flips around every couple weeks. I'm changing out my planner to a different kind of thing or whatever. I'm never really like completely satisfied. And I happened upon this method a couple weeks ago, and it just kind of caught my attention because it's very like free-form type of planning, as opposed to like making out checklists and to-do lists and all those kinds of things. You can still do that, but it's more about like writing out and scripting out your day. For me, like that is huge because I am a very visual person and I'm a very vision-based person. So I like to think about my day and kind of process it out. And the more detail I write in my day, it seems like the more I end up getting accomplished because of that. So that's kind of what this method is all about. I encourage you guys, if you're a visual type of person when it comes to like processing information, if you really like vision-based planning, goal-based planning, that kind of thing, I encourage you guys to go over to designsbyplannerperfect.com and check out that system. It is completely different in the way that she sets up her books, which right now I'm kind of improvising on that because I haven't got my books in the mail, so I'm kind of just freestyling it with some moleskin books that I bought from Target. But my books should be here in the next week or so, and then I'll really be able to do a full setup for you guys. But I just couldn't wait any longer to show you guys what I am doing with this system. It is so fun. So I hope you'll join me. I'm gonna flip the camera around now and show you my planner and just kind of show you what I've been doing the past couple weeks. So come along with me. Okay, so here it is. This is my number 6 Foxy Fix Sugar Maca, and that is the traveler's notebook that I have at the moment. I am going to be moving into a Planner Perfect traveler's notebook. I have not ordered that yet because I'm waiting on the Hazel to come back in. That's the one that I really want. And if you're over on the website looking at them, it's called the Out and About. That's the one that I'm really looking forward to having. So I'm actually going to be selling this bad boy and moving my inserts into my other notebook. But right now, this is just kind of what I'm making work, just so I can adapt to the system. So here it is. This is the Sugar Maca in the number 6 from Foxy Fix, and I will open it up and just let you guys see what I've got going on. And as I said, this planner system is going to be completely different probably than anything else you've really seen. It's kind of similar to bullet journaling in a way, but I'll just walk you through it and then you can kind of tell. So if you open it up, I just keep a little, this is like a little adhesive thing. I got this from Michael's. It's in the Traveler's Notebook section, and I keep my driver's license and my Discover card, which is my main card, right here in the front, and then my checkbook is kind of there, and I keep some receipts just tucked back. This is like super practical. That's really nothing cute or anything like that, but I have to have a place to grab my cards really quickly. And the Out and About that I'm going to be purchasing from Planner Perfect has pockets. It actually has 12 pockets, 6 here and then 6 on the back. So it's actually made for carrying your cards. So that's one reason that I decided to go with that. So anyway, the way that this system works, you have what's called a plan book for every month. So right now we're in September, and in this system, I'll just take these pins off so you can see. Each month, there's a book, and so it's very like goal focused for that month. And so essentially, when you open it up, I've just got some like decorative things here, and I really like this system because it's all about like making sure to plan for the things that you love. And so I just wanted to make like a note here on this side of the things that I'm passionate about. And this is really huge, especially for moms who, may not take the time that they need for themselves, or plan the things that they love into their schedule. And this system is very much about making sure you plan for yourself as well, so you don't get burnt out on to-do lists, so you don't get burnt out just kind of being a slave driver to your home. So I note this here just so I can make sure that I'm including the things that I'm good at and the things that I love to do, in with my days, planning those out accordingly so I make time for myself. So that's what that looks like. And then when we open up to September, this is the monthly grid. Now this layout, I have made it myself, but I have made it identical to the layout in these planner books. So the way that it works, there's like a dashboard on the front page, and then you open up to your monthly spread. And each plan book has that month's monthly spread in it. And so this is just a brief overview. There's nothing too detailed, but it's just kind of an overview of what that month looks like. And then when you flip over to the next page, you will see there are 4 pages of goals. And this is 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And on those goals pages, you can put whatever you want for that month. And you're specifically thinking about the goals that you want to achieve that month. For me, I did 2 goals and I did a 2-page layout for each. So one big thing that I want to do this month is get organized in our house and figure out systems and routines to keep me organized and keep me on track. And so this is my bright yellow house, a little painting of my bright yellow house. And this is all about just, I'm envisioning, I'm giving my why as to why I want our home clean, and I'm writing that out helps me to remember, like, why am I doing this? And so each time when I'm on the couch and I don't want to get up and go take the trash out in the bathroom or whatever it may be, I can look at this and remind myself of this is why I'm doing this. And so the goal page is all about, laying that out. And then as we get over here into the weeks and the days, which I'll show you in a little while, you're going to take things from those goal pages and put them over into your weeklies and your dailies. So here's the second goal page. We have a beach trip coming up in a few days. And so this was brainstorming for that beach trip. Everything that we want to do, the different activities, some places that we're going to eat at, different activities we're going to be doing. It's just all about planning that out, and just visualizing what we want our vacation to look like. And then once again, we can take that and apply it over here on our daily pages as those days come. So this is the weekly layout, and each book has a weekly layout to it. And this is just a weekly overview to give kind of a brief synopsis of what we've got going on each day. And then the cool thing that's very different about this system we get into daily pages. And in between each of the weekly layouts, you have 12 pages of daily pages to basically script out, and you can see kind of how I've done this, script out your life. And the concept is to take from these goal pages over here, and each week you want to apply some of those goals into your weeks. And really just scripting out and storytelling what you want your life to look like. And kind of the whole like motto, I guess, to this planning system is write a better story. And so it's all about, writing the story of your life, what you want it to look like, and not putting anything in this book that you don't absolutely love. And I know that sounds tricky because we don't love cleaning toilets usually. We don't love doing dishes usually. But as you begin to use this system, you will learn to find joy in the things that you normally wouldn't like to do, honestly. This system and just visualizing and, finding like the little pockets of time. This particular layout, this was Labor Day, so I planned this whole day out and it went spotless. It was so fun. But I planned out, I researched where we wanted to eat, and we ended up going to this Old Dutch was the place that is called in Logan, Ohio. And it was awesome. And I discovered that through TripAdvisor. I planned that out ahead of time and looked for a really good restaurant that we could go to. Normally, had I not been using this method, we would have just found something like on the way down the road. But what did I do? Like, I wanted to make the most of that day. And so I did like a storytelling kind of thing as I'm scripting out my day, and I'm finding like these moments of time when we can really just like plan things out and tell ourselves how we want the story of our life to go. So for example, I wrote this down, and the cool thing about this system is you don't have to like stick to this. If something changes and you want to be spontaneous, like you can totally do that. But like I planned out some games for us to play on the way home with my 4-year-old. And like I wrote those in there. And then I wrote that, wanted to get home before 8 p.m. because we needed to do the nighttime routine with the kids. My 4-year-old is in pre-K now, and she was going to have to get up early the next day. So like I was able to like look at that and see those things ahead of time, which normally I would not be able to do had I just been using like a checklist type of system. So anyway, so there's Monday. Here's Tuesday. And you can see once again, it's very much like scripted out. Now I've got my to-dos in here, but a lot of these, like, I will write my whys, like why I'm doing certain things. I'm trying to look for an example to see if I did that in here at all. I don't know that I did that on this page, but just basically just putting as much detail as you possibly can into your days, kind of as you're telling the story of your life. So there's Tuesday, and one thing that she suggests is the further in the future you can visualize and the further you can see, the better off you are. So like today is Tuesday. Well, I've pretty much got the rest of my week scripted out. There's a little store list. Right now I don't have any little tip-ins. Like she has these in her shop, these little like just really cute papers that you can put washi tape on and tip it into your notebook. But right now I'm just using a list for now. But you can see like I'm scripting out things that need to happen for my day, and I'm seeing the week as a whole and knowing like what all I have to get done. Like this particular week, we're going to the beach on Saturday. And so I'm scripting out my entire week and telling what I need to do one day at a time so that I'm ready for the beach on Saturday. And I'm not running around like crazy last minute trying to get everything done. I'm balancing it out through my week. And so by scripting this out like this, I can do that. So that's really cool. But if you look on, there's Thursday, and I've got this keep watch on hurricane, because there is a hurricane right now. If you guys are watching this at regular time, there's a large hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean, and we are going to the Atlantic coast. So I've got every day keep watch on hurricane, just to remind myself, like I would actually forget that there's a hurricane. But I'm watching that because we may end up having to change our travel plans to a new location. And so we're working out all the details with that. But you can see I've got through Friday, and there I'm packing the car on Friday and making sure to bring the things, list the things that we want to list. And then here is Saturday. This is when we leave. And here's one of these little tip-in things. I just, this is actually just some like cardstock that I had painted. And I put this on Saturday because I know I'm going to have a big to-do list on Saturday morning. So it is there for when I need it. But here's Sunday. And then here we go. We start our week over again, Monday through Sunday. Can lay it out accordingly. And then right now I haven't even planned for this week, but this is all blank. And then I've got my weeks in between. So you can see kind of how I've done that each week. And then I have 12 pages in between there. So the notebook that I have bought that I'm waiting on, it's already laid out that way for me. But for now, this is kind of how I have it. So anyway, month in review, she has this like at the end of each of her planners, of the plan books, she has the month in review. And so you can kind of just review how the month went. If you need to pass things over to the next month, you have the flexibility to do that with this system. And then here I just made, because my goal is this month, I really want to work on those routines. So getting my morning routines down, getting my evening routines down, and getting that system in place to where I'm not living off of a time schedule so much as I am seeing pockets of time and having routines and systems in those pockets of time. So that's what that book looks like. And so there is September. And the cool thing about this, my favorite thing about this system, when I'm done with September, I can take this out and I can memory keep with this book. And so my plan is to save these books. And I'm actually working on, I'm going to get one of those, what do you call them? Like the Polaroid Zip, the mini printers. I'm wanting to get one of those so that I can print off some photos even from my phone and just tip those in to my planner, kind of like that is, so that you can journal and memory keep. And that's the cool thing about scripting things like this, because then you can look back and you can see like what all you did with your days. And it's not just a checklist of things, you're actually scripting things out. You can journal in here too. That's a really cool thing. But okay, so for the rest of my traveler's notebook, I've got my sermon notes are here. And these are all, I'm going to buy like the journals that she has in her shop for this. But right now, as I said, I'm just using these moleskins. And I kind of just made these myself. And then here is my journal, which I just made this today. So I don't have anything really in this yet. But this is going to be my journal where I can actually journal out some things. And then here is my actual 12-month calendar. And so right now, this is actually from 1407 Planners. I am going to continue to use this just because I bought this for 12 months worth and I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to continue to use this until I'm done with it. Sorry about that, guys. My phone rang and it stopped my video. So as I was saying, this is just the monthly calendar, and so I'm going to continue to use it until it's all used up. She does sell the 12-month calendars in her shop as well, but I'm just going to hold off on that unless I decide to move to a standard wide, which I have been looking at. So if I do that, I probably will go ahead and change out. But and then this is my bills book. And so same thing, this is from 1407 Planners. And this is where I track my bills each month. And I write the amounts and the due dates and all of that, and I check it off. And then I've got just a little credit card holder in the back with credit cards on one side, and then this is a zip pocket in the back. And then here is just some movie tickets, some deposit slips, and then a pocket that I have not used. So this is my traveler's notebook in the new, well, it's not really new, but it's new to me, Planner Perfect system. So as you can see, it's very much free form. It's cool because it's similar to a bullet journal, but there is some structure to it. Once I get the books in the mail, there will be structure to it. Right now, I'm kind of just making everything on my own as I go. But I am like 100% super happy with this system of planning, guys. I really feel like this is going to change the game for me when it comes to planning. So, really, I just wanted to put that out there because she doesn't really have a huge following from like what I've seen. She's got like around 6,000, I think, or so viewers on YouTube. So I encourage you guys to jump over there. Planner Perfect is the YouTube channel. Jump over there, watch some of her videos, get an idea of her system, and I hope it can like change your all's life like it is mine. It really is just helping me to see, as I said, like the joy in every day, and the pockets of time that we have in our days, and just making the most of them, and making sure that we live our lives and not just live by some sort of checklist or to-do list. So yeah, that is my system. That is my books. For now, I will be updating you guys as I trade over into my Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebook. And in the meantime, if anybody is interested in purchasing this number 6 sugar maca with turquoise, or it's teal, I think it is, light teal or something, strings, and then it's the same color stitching, and it's got the little heart, number 14 heart, ingrained, or what do you call it, embossed, embossed on the side. If you're interested in buying it, then let me know, because I would be more than happy to sell it to you, because I am going to be switching over very, very soon. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know that it was like a lot more talking than I usually do, but I kind of just wanted to go through that with you guys, and hopefully that was super helpful for you. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. If you really like this system and you want to see more videos like this, just let me know, and I would be more than happy to make some more as I continue on learning with the Planner Perfect method. So until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye, guys.